case you come back in this area in the future, during summertime, the view is never so clear. Because during summertime, let's say from, not definitely summertime, but already dividing from the month of May, it starts to be around 28 and going farther up to 35 till 40, 42 degrees Celsius. But the problem, it's not only the heat, but most of the time is the high factor of humidity we have. And so it means that we're not able to see anything at all. Even the islands Ligalli, the one one of them belonged to the Russian dancer Rudnuriev, so as I told you, they're not visible from the spot where we were getting our picture. That sounds quite incredible because they're very close, but trust me, sometimes the tax of humidity is that high, around 80-90%, that you don't see anything at all. So humid it can be. Well, about the islands Ligalli, I would like to tell you that according to the Greek legend, these islands were the islands of the mermaids of Odyssey, or Ulysses, how you would like to call him. According to the Greek legend, on the islands there were some mermaids living there right at the top. And when Odyssey was coming through here with his ship, as they couldn't do anything against him, Poseidon, the god of all the seas, decided to kill them all. Or there's another version of the legend that tells us that during the past in this area, the mermaids were all living here, the sirens, mermaids like you want. And when Odyssey was coming through here with his ship, as the mermaids couldn't do anything against him, Poseidon was transforming them into rocks. That's the reason why we call the islands, even the islands Sirenuse, or the islands of the sirens or the mermaids of Odyssey. I would like to remind you that during the Greek time, the mermaids were not represented like Ariel of Disney or the mermaid of Copenhagen, so I mean half fish and half woman, but they were more like monsters. They were half woman and half eagle. So in case you have a map of the area and you see a strange drawing, a strange monster, half bird, half wife, you know this is a mermaid. It's only in the Middle Ages that we transform the mermaids into the one you're used to see, so half fish and half lady. The first village we have close to us is called Positano. The one you see there on the cave, it's called Praiano. And then further up into the mountains, you see there's another little village which is called Nocelle, and a little bit farther at the top we have Monte Pertuso. So along the coastline we don't have just simply villages close to the water, but we even have some located farther up into the mountains. Positano is the village we used to call the perfect vertical town, because all the houses are built one upon the other one. And it was thanks to the modern painter from Swiss, Paul Klee, who lived several years in Positano, that we call this town the perfect vertical town. That was the name that Paul Klee was giving to Positano. According to the legend, Positano was the village founded by Poseidon, and maybe so Positano comes from Poseidon. Another more romantic legend tells us that Poseidon fell in love with a mermaid called Pasitea, and for her he decided to found the town with her name, Pasitea. And then later on, with the evolution of the language from Pasitea, we had Positano. There's even another legend